Dave, can I just ask first, you're going to be facing a young quarterback who a very strong game. Just some thoughts on corralling him. He seems to have a lot of speed out there for a quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, we're familiar with him because we worked hard on the draft process. I think he's young, but he's confident. You can tell he enjoys the game, and we just got to make sure we're tight on our details. He'll make his plays. He can throw, he can run. We'll challenge him, and also see how, always question their decision making as well. Young quarterbacks, you want to give them multiple looks. That's what we're going to try to do.
You mentioned the special teams coverage being better last game than it had been the previous. What do you think the difference there was?
A lot of times, a little bit about just doing your job and not worried about the next guy, but also just playing to make a play. Meaning that don't worry about who's blocking you. Don't worry about, that's someone else should be there. You go make the play within the structure of the scheme. Meaning, if you're a fold player, if you're supposed to be a high player, you got to stay high. Mark tries to teach kind of come in and basically calls it a triangle of death. Just get into them, get at edges, but get guys on top and then squeeze them down. And I thought we did a better job.
How important is Charlie Power at this point to that process? I know he's sort of an important piece of
yeah. Well, he's been like one of our best special teamers for a lot of years. I mean, we missed him when he was hurt. I think he feels confident in his Achilles and the rest of his body, and thought he was a major factor. I think he's getting better, which is good. I think early on when you have a major injury, I do think it takes a little bit of mental hurdle to come out to get by, and I think he's past that now. He's just playing football.
I feel like I've asked variation on the question before, so I apologize for repeating myself. But you guys are not like scheming to get linebackers interceptions, right?
Oh, that's all we do.
Well, this Judge got one too now, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, they do a good job. I feel like, so last year I think it was in 14 games we had 6 interceptions. And I think we have 5 this year. And obviously linebackers got 3. So one was a D lineman. So basically every time you see that, you're like, oh, I'm pumped that the linebackers were making plays. And then I'm also thinking, well, where's the DBs? They got to get some hands on the ball and make plays. And I thought we had our opportunities. But I do think both as far as spatial awareness and feeling out receivers and where they're going to go, I think our linebackers have a great feel for that, and that's probably why they're getting the picks.
How far along their trail is Cody Grace coming back?
I think Cody should be playing this week. I think he's fine. I think you could probably ask him, but he probably would have been able to kick even before the bye. He was close. We feel confident he's ready to go.
You like your
DBs are going to look like this week?
DBs? No, I really, on that one, no. I think Trey's trending positively. Obviously, that's a good thing for us. The rest are still competing, and I do like the competition. I do, but Buka is trending in the right direction as well. I don't know if I can play them all, though, so somebody's going to be disappointed.
So that would be a fourth different secondary look for your team. What are some of the challenges of adapting to that?
Mainly it's communication and the trust to the man next to you, and that's going to be the biggest hurdle that whoever playing believes, what they're seeing, but also what they're hearing. And especially on the road, you have to have good communication if there's any checks, getting in and out of coverages, that sort of stuff.
And the last one for me, and apologies if this was asked yesterday, but the bye weeks, how they're laid out in 4 and 7 and then 18. Like it? What do you think about it? It's just one of those things?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice that they're in the summer for your out of football life. But as far as football, you don't really want them too early if you have momentum, which I feel like we do. But we just deal with it. As long as we can keep stacking up wins, we'll be happy.
Thank you, Coach.
How was your bye week?
How was my bye week?
Rest
Yeah.
and relaxation, or were you scouring film?
No, I got out on the course and we did a charity tournament for Athletes in Action. That was a very good turnout. A lot of our players were there, and it was good. Weather was okay early on in the week, but it was a shorter bye week, and I think most of the players and coaches included. The second bye week is much longer, and we weren't in the mood to really take time off anyway. So I think this bye week we stayed locked into football, but the weird thing is we had the same opponent, so it wasn't like we had to do a lot of different things. We're just trying to figure out what's best, what they did in the previous game, Edmonton, because they did play, and then hopefully have a good plan.
Do you find that kind of extra challenging facing a team back-to-back like that?
Well, they have the extra games. That's at least it gives us. They were a different group defensively. we don't know exactly what we're going to see. Also, new quarterback, so it probably helped us to see some of the things they tried to do. As long as you don't get complacent, and I don't think there should be any reason why. We had a dogfight with them. It was a close game, so there's no reason to be complacent. I don't really feel like our guys should be looking past anybody.